Good evening, everyone. It is Thursday, the 5th, I think. Thursday, November 5th. So, if you're watching this on YouTube later on, remember it was like a week ago, November 5th, Thursday, November 5th. So, got some great things going on here. Got a demo that I just did today that you guys will see on Monday. That I was really happy with the way that came out. I'm going to do a demo live for you tonight. One that I've done on my videos, but it's been a long time. It was several years ago that I did it. So I want to kind of do a refresher on that.
Oh, Lyndon Johnson's watching.
Bucky, how are you, man? So I want to do a couple of reminders. We've got a Black Friday sale coming up, and that'll be Thanksgiving weekend. No, we're still working out the details, but I just want to kind of just keep you guys in the loop that we will be having a big Black Friday sale. Also, if you guys haven't heard, we're doing the Christmas exchange for the members of the Facebook Make a Wood Sign Minions. And so if you guys want to be part of that, you got to be, first thing is you got to be part of that Facebook group. Just go on there and ask. Scott Christian is the administrator. Be part of the, and Vicky's an administrator. You can ask her too. I don't even know what that means, but I know I'm not one. But that's okay. Anyway, if you want to be part of that Christmas exchange, so what we're going to do is on November 14th, I think, on Saturday, everybody that wants to be part of the exchange, we're going to pair everybody up, and then you're going to make a sign, a custom sign for your counterpart, whoever Vicky's going to be drawing those on a week from this coming Saturday, and everybody's going to be paired up, and you're going to make a custom sign based on who you got in the drawing. Anyway, it's something that Cody Schroeder has been doing for the last few years, but this year I think he was super busy at work or whatever, but he didn't get a chance to get on it, but we're doing it. And even if we're running a little bit late, we may end up doing, even if they end up being after Christmas. Hey, Andy. That won't really matter. So if you guys want to be part of that exchange, that Christmas exchange, my name is gonna be in the bucket as well, so I'm gonna be involved in making a sign for somebody, whoever gets picked with me, but I think there's some other really, really good sign carvers. In fact, all of them are gonna be good sign carvers in there. So I'm kind of enjoy seeing how that whole thing comes out, and Vicky's pretty much running it. So number one, be part of the Minions group. Number two, send Vicky an email. Vicky with DaveSigns@gmail.com. I blanked there for a second. Vicky with DaveSigns@gmail.com. Let her know you want to be part of that exchange. She will put your name in the hat for the drawing on the 14th. All right, that is that. Next is I got an email from Joe Bester that on Amazon right now. This is a router that I use on a regular basis. This is the Horse and a Quarter Bosch, the GKF 125CE. Really good router. I think this thing is like comparable. Power-wise, this is as powerful. It's a 7 amp, which is the same as the 611, the DeWalt 611, which that's my favorite router. This mechanism isn't my favorite, but this is really a good router. Bosch makes great tools. So this is really a good router. So if you want to get one of these, they got a smoking deal on Amazon right now. They're $105, and then at checkout you can take another 20 off if you I don't know if you sign up as a business or something. I can't remember. But anyway, they're in our Amazon store, so it's Amazon. Make a Wood Sign. If you want the link to it, let me know. But it's actually in the comments. There's a couple places. But anyway, whether you get it through our Amazon store or not, they're $105 plus another 20 off. So that brings it down to like $85, which is a smoking deal for this router.
All right.
Really
I have
good.
A real quick question. Bruce asked if the people that receive the signs will take a picture and send it in. Yes, I think that's a great idea.
I think it's a really good idea. And I know what has been done before within Facebook, there have been a lot of people that actually videotaped the unboxing of them. So as they were unboxing them, they videotaped it and then posted it on the group, which I think is a great idea too. What do you think about that, babe? Yeah, thumbs up. She's eating.
I'm eating dinner.
So thumbs up. So yeah, that would be really cool if everybody that receives a sign, including
Joe said no sign up is needed. The $20 is taken off automatically at checkout.
Oh, well, there you go. Thank you, Joe. Thank you for that link.
Frank's going to be in the sign
Oh, good.
exchange.
Well, whoever is lucky enough to get Frank, that they're going to get a great sign. I can guarantee you that. But there's some great sign carvers here, so I'm really looking forward to it. So anyway, we'll be talking about that tomorrow night. We'll be talking about it on Saturday morning. But be sure and get your name in the bucket if you want to be part of it. Get an email to Vicky, because we'll be by a week from tomorrow, because we'll be doing the drawing the day after that, a week from Saturday. So be sure and get your name into Vic. Okay.
Frank said I've never made a video before. Yes, you have.
Oh. I watch
watched
your videos all the time. How's the sound, everybody?
They said it sounds good.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. All right, so let's get into the demo. So I got an email from Miss Pam Berry.
Here.
Hey, Pam. And she sent me a picture. I kind of blew it up. She sent me a picture that she made a big sign, a big family sign. And before she could get a finish on it, look what happened.
Split.
It split wide open. And I think I don't know if it went clear to the other end. I just I kind of blew this up so you guys could see that. So I gave her some advice on what she could do about that. And I want to do a demo for you guys right now and show you how I go about fixing. How I came up with this idea.
I'm only getting sound in my right headphone. Is that normal? Joe, it's probably your headphones.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be your headphones. So what you want to do, Joe, switch ears. Just turn them around every other word. And that way it'll sound like stereo. Sorry, Joe. It's my weird sense of humor. So anyway, I developed this technique for fixing splits just from bare necessity when I was up in Oatman. Because up in Oatman, there was a lot of times I had bare boards, and a lot of times I was using redwood, and redwood is really susceptible to splitting if it sits in the sun too long, if it gets too hot, and it was always hot in Oatman, almost always. So there's a lot of times I had to try and find a way to fix boards because I didn't want to have to toss these boards. So here's what I'm doing.
Putting a paper towel underneath.
Yes, I'm going to protect the table, putting a paper towel underneath. So this board has let me see if I can open it up. It has a split right there. I'm hoping you can see that. So this is just a scrap piece of an old sign I made showing off colors or something. So here's what I do. I take where that split is. Let me get my chair out of the way. I take where that split is. I'm going to put it on the edge of my bench, or in this case my table, and I'm going to just take a pencil. Now I'm using a pencil, but you could use a router bit, you could use a dowel, you could use just about anything. I'm putting it right directly. I know you guys can't see that, but I'm putting it right directly underneath that split. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some clamps, and I want to open that split up. Just put a clamp there, not real tight. But you got to have kind of a light touch. Now watch what that split does. As I put more pressure on that clamp, it opens that split up.
Yes, I know, Tessa. That's
Well,
why he got paper towels. And that's
So-
still making me nervous.
It's
Oh, it's that glue.
Yeah,
Okay,
this
it's
is not
not
like
Star
Starbond or. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to force glue. Now, preferably you like to be able to do it on a blank board, but that doesn't always happen. So all I'm doing is using a putty knife. I'm going to try and keep it out of the background, and I'm just going to force as much glue down in there as I can. if you go back, and I showed a longer version of this back on video number 151, where long before Vicky was behind the camera, Dad was filming it. So it's not the greatest video, but you kind of get the idea, because I kept putting my hand in front of the camera and it was really blurry, and anyway, wasn't the best way to do it. So now, once I let these clamps off, you're going to see that thing come together and squeeze, and you're going to have squeeze out. Now what you want to do, although I didn't bring in, what I really would want to do is would clamp this whole thing, which I might be able to figure that out with a double clamp setup here, but I think you guys get the idea. I really need a longer clamp. But at that point, now just put a clamp on that thing, and when that glue dries, it's gonna be just fine. Nobody will even know it's there. But you would get more squeeze out if you had this thing in a clamp. But that's all there is to it. But I used to do this on a regular basis when I was up in Oatman, because I didn't want to lose a board.
No, it's a wood table.
I didn't want to lose a board that I could make, this board I got $60 or $70 for it at the time. I get more for it now, but anyway, so that's a super easy way to do it, guys. You guys are more inventive and creative than I am, so you may have a better way to do this. The way I used to do it is I would take like a screwdriver and I would jam it into the end and open it up that way. But I like this much better. It's much less evasive, and by jamming a screwdriver in there and opening it up that way. But you can do it that way as well.
M. Crafts said, will it take the stain?
The glue? Well, if you glue this up and you squeeze this thing, you probably won't have to worry about that. But I don't use a lot of stain, so I can't tell you for sure. But I would like that thing to be completely hidden when I put this thing in the clamps and let it dry and sand it off. I think it's going to be pretty much hidden. Okay. So, yeah, that was a quick demo. That didn't take very long. All right. Good. Cool. So, any questions, guys? Let me know. I'm going to move on to the sign carvers of the day. That's the demo that I wanted to do tonight. And look, it appears I don't have any glue on the table, or didn't get it all over me, or. Well, I'm not done yet. Let me move this out the way. All right, so sign carvers of the day. Here we go. There's some really cool ones in here.
Pam said thank you. She'll be working on that this weekend.
Good. So, and here's the thing, guys. I want to encourage you that anytime you work on a board, if you're taking sawdust off of a board at all, and a board that has been in your shop, but if you're sanding it, if you're carving it, if you're doing anything with it where you're taking sawdust off of it, remember, you're changing the whole deal. And especially if you've got it laying flat on a table, you're exposing new wood to the atmosphere, to the air temperature and moisture. So when you expose that, if it's already been acclimated to your air, but then now you're taking that off and you're exposing new wood to it, moisture's it's just gonna get in there.
All right, you have another question from Andy Littleton.
Yeah.
Eric, have you carved the cypress that the Blue Box store is selling now as Select Pine?
Cypress. So Lowe's is selling cypress as pine. I haven't seen that, Andy. Although I haven't bought any pine lately. Any Select Pine. It's probably been a few weeks. And what they have in your area may be completely different. But no, I have not. So you're saying that they're using like blue pine and calling it select pine. That's interesting.
Cypress and calling it.
Oh,
select.
cypress. Okay. No, I haven't run into that at all in my area. Not that they're not doing it, because again, I haven't bought any select pine for a while. But I got to look now, look and see if that's the case. But no, I have not. I have carved cypress, but I haven't. It was okay. Cypress is all right. It was a nice. It carved really well, consistent. But I think it's kind of tough on router bits. Cypress grows in water, and it has a lot of sand in it, or it can have a lot of sand in it. So I think it's tough on router bits.
Andy said, "Love your bracelet. Thanks for the support." Pull up your.
What? Oh, yeah.
Okay, check this out. Look what I got him. But leave it on your finger.
Okay, I got to turn it around. Is that not the way you want it?
Well, I had it focused down there.
Oh, okay. Well,
Check out that, Andy.
You're used to seeing this a lot anyway.
Oh, whatever. You're so full of crap. Yeah, I bought him a thin blue line. What are these?
Groove
wedding band, yeah.
Rubber rings. Yeah, and I love it. I really do. I love it. And they're fairly inexpensive too. But yeah, I had my choice.
Like 35
I had my choice of what I wanted, and I wanted a thin blue line to match my bracelet. All right. So, but anyway,
He's
so
coordinating his accessories.
before I forget, so this is really important. I learned this the other day from Stumpy Nubs, and that guy is he's just so knowledgeable. I don't watch his videos enough, but when I really want to learn something, and I type in a search into YouTube, and if I see one of his videos, man, I'll watch that for sure. I love that guy. That guy is just so knowledgeable. Anyway, so if you have a board and you're not going to get to it, and you haven't sealed it up with sanding sealer or thrown some kind of temporary finish on it, wrap it in plastic. Wrap that thing in plastic. That will help the outside elements from getting to it. So, anytime you expose new wood, don't lay it flat. If you're going to lay it flat on the table, put it up on stickers so air can get underneath it. Because if you lay it flat on the table, the moisture can't, and the air can't get to the bottom side. It can only get to the top side, and that thing will cup almost every time. So, put it up on stickers, put it wrap it in plastic. That will help a lot.
Frank says, "Boy, Eric's living on the edge tonight." And then Heath Haffercap says, "This Leo supports you, Eric."
Hey, thank you. That's Keith.
Mm-hmm.
Keith, I think he just friended me on Facebook. Thank you for the friends request, Keith. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching, man. So check this one out. This one's cool. David Garcia. He used a 60-degree and a carving liner. Very cool. That's really a neat idea for Christmas gifts and stuff. I love that idea. That is really good. Dad and I went fishing yesterday. You guys will hear about it on Sunday. Jim White in Savannah from Curly Maple. So, and I didn't even know these existed, but Georgia Society of Colonial Wars. Just about every state has a Colonial Wars Society, which is really incredible. I didn't even know this. So the General Society of Colonial Wars is the one at the top. That encompasses all of the different states. And then the one for Georgia is the one at the bottom. And there's a society, a Colonial Wars Society.
Oh, his name is Heath, not Keith.
Oh, it's Heath. That's right. It is Heath. I'm sorry, Heath. That's right. I apologize. But anyway, yeah. I actually went on Google and I checked this out. There's so much history from these Colonial War societies. Really, really cool if you're a history buff, especially U.S. history. Carving for 2 months. Look what Dick Schluter, I think. Look at that.
Little man cave.
He's only been carving for 2 months. That is really incredible. Beautiful work,
I'm good,
Dick.
Tessa. I'm just eating.
Good job,
Eating
Dick.
dinner.
Very, very nice signs. for only 2 months. That's incredible. This one is just spectacular.
Wow.
So Floyd does this with a Dremel, and he also makes beautiful signs.
Was he the one that sent that email with a bunch of those in it, wasn't it?
Well, I got an email. He sent me an email with several signs in it, but I just couldn't resist showing this one. So I don't know if you really consider this isn't really a routed sign, but he did it freehand with a Dremel, and I'm just blown away. That is just spectacular,
People
man.
keep asking him if I'm okay. Yes, I'm good. No, I didn't fry it. Dave wanted baked chicken, so I made baked chicken.
Well, Dad was
And
coughing
fried
in the
potatoes.
background too. Maybe they thought that was you coughing.
Oh, that was Dave coughing, not me.
His Dad's over in his recliner with his headphones on, and he was coughing. If you guys thought that was
no,
Vicky,
that wasn't me.
But Dave's all right too. Thank you for asking. Oh my
Is that
gosh,
upside
I've got
down?
that. That is upside
Oh,
down.
I like that.
Mike Crow, 19 by 19, 3/4 inch pine with 3/4 inch plywood backer and a cedar frame. So this got literally a cedar frame all the way around. That is just really, really cool. Again, there's some really good ideas here for Christmas gifts, guys. Really good idea. Anyway, that's beautiful, Mike.
D. Ginkgo said, just had a big bear set off the driveway alarm.
Oh, gee. We don't have that here.
No.
We have little rabbits or quails. Todd Renshaw just started carving signs, 2 of his first signs using our bits. So that's pretty impressive, Todd. Pretty straight lines there, inset and outset. Great job, man. Very nice work, buddy. Congratulations. Looks good. Len Davis. So 2 inch by 12 inch by 14
Down just a smidge.
down
Yeah.
by 14 feet. This is all one. This is all one board. It's just different sections.
Oh, wow.
This is a 14-foot sign, but it's just different. Different close-ups of it, so he could show.
Very nice.
The carving on it. Yeah, I think the customer was going to paint it themselves. But great job, Len.
Shifu
Yeah.
Denman.
Shifu Denman. Oh my gosh. How are you, Shifu? I haven't seen you since the old days in Manteca when we used to work out together. My gosh. I want to catch up one of these days for sure. Shifu Denman's awesome, dude. Great martial artist. One of my favorites. Scott Christian. Scott Christian down in Phoenix is, you know what, Scott? You are getting better every day, man. I am really impressed. Very nice work, buddy. So Scott Christian is the one that started the Make a Wood Sign Minions.
Terry Lambert said, people in the group have given me a lot of Christmas gift ideas.
Yeah, there's just
Hi, Annette.
so many creative
Terry.
people.
Terry and Annette, you guys haven't sent me an email if you want to be in the Christmas gift exchange through the Minions.
That's right. Gary Litchfield. Gary, this is his new shop sign. So this one's kind of cool, and unfortunately, you can't really see these logos too well. But his little business he calls Woodchuck, and then his wife's business is the one in the middle. It's Pine Tree Treasures, and she makes stuff. And then his son is Saint Life Entertainment. He's a singer and does entertainment stuff. But anyway, Gary, so he incorporated all 3 of their ventures, their businesses, on the same shop sign. It's a really, really cool idea. Great job, Gary, as always, buddy. And last but not least, Ray Weber.
Aww.
So this is for his little cousin, was only 6 months old, that passed away. And this is in remembrance of
That's adorable.
of his little cousin. Yeah, I thought it was really, really neat. Made out of solid oak.
Wow.
So,
Good job, Ray.
beautiful work, Ray. Beautiful work. Sorry for your loss, my friend. All right, you guys. I think that is about it. If we have any questions, we can go over those. My gosh, Shifu Denman. I haven't talked to him in years.
Okay, Annette, just send me an email.
Yeah, so if any of you guys want to be part of that exchange,
Do you know if there's a size limit for the signs or anything goes? Yes, we're going to keep it at a size limit.
Yeah,
the shipping.
We're thinking keeping it 12 by 24 or less, which is kind of about what that sign that I just had, somewhere around 12 by 24 or less. You know, we don't want to get big, elaborate, huge 4-foot signs and all that.
Yeah,
shipping costs. We're going to try and keep everything down, shipping cost wise.
Shipping
So we'll have more details on it as the days go by. But and we did open it up to international. If you guys in international, but here's the caveat on that: if you want to be part of this exchange internationally, then you got to be willing to pony up some money for the shipping, because that's going to be rather expensive. But that's again why we want to keep the signs down to a fairly small size. You can fit a lot on a 12 by 24. So anyway,
Jamie says she wants to get in on the exchange.
Well, great,
awesome,
good. Send Vicky emails. We want as many people in there as we can get. So we would love to have a big group of everybody exchanging. That would be cool.
I'm really excited to see the pictures or the videos.
Yeah, videos of people doing the unboxing thing. All right, boys and girls, we're going to get out of here and let you guys go on with your evening. One thing that I want to, two things. Tomorrow night we'll be on Facebook Live.
Andy said, do we carve whatever we want?
Well, here's the thing, Andy. What we were thinking is that once you get paired up, after that on the 14th, Vicky pairs you up with someone, we would suggest contact that person. Maybe look at their Facebook page, find out what they're interested in. Maybe somebody's interested in hot rods, or maybe they're interested in baseball, or archery, or whatever. Find out what they're interested in and make a sign based on their interest. That's kind of what I have seen over years past from when Cody was doing it.
All right, Frank's got a question. My cedar board for the HOA sign has several deep voids. Letting the epoxy dry before I continue to work on it. Poured some yesterday, let it cure, then added more today.
Yeah.
He should get to glue up the sign back tomorrow.
Okay.
So I don't
think
it was a question.
Oh, it wasn't a question.
I read it as a question.
I saw the video, Frank, where you were showing that voids, and they were big, huge. I don't know if they were wormholes or just kind of rot holes. I don't know. But I think that might have been something that you might have tried adding some sawdust to your resin to make it like a paste, so that you don't have to fill it all the way from the bottom up, and you don't have to keep pouring and pouring and pouring. That might be something you want to think about. Anyway.
Okay. Say goodnight, Grace.
So the last thing, I got to say this. The last thing is, tomorrow morning we have a new Zoom interview. And I'm going to say it because I didn't put an intro on the front of it. I forgot, but it is posted. It will show tomorrow morning. Dwayne and Miranda Throckmorton, you guys will really like this one.
Fun.
They were really a kick. So you guys will really love this one.
Frank said they're rot holes.
Yeah, I kind of thought that might be. But Dwayne and Miranda were amazing. They were awesome. So I want to personally thank Dwayne and Miranda here, and I'll do it again tomorrow night, because I did.
14 tubes of epoxy.
What?
He's using the epoxy.
The 5-minute epoxy stuff. Oh my gosh, yeah. See, that's why I say, Frank. If you'd have mixed some sawdust in there, you wouldn't have had to fill it up from the bottom up. But anyway, that's something we've learned over the years. Actually just the last couple months. We learned it from someone else. But anyway, Dwayne and Miranda Throckmorton, you guys are going to love it tomorrow morning. Thank you, Dwayne and Miranda, if you see this. And I will thank you again tomorrow night on the Facebook Live, 6 p.m. Arizona time, which is Mountain Time this time of year. All right, I'm out of words.
Tomorrow's YouTube.
Yes, tomorrow's YouTube. I didn't say